Have you ever settled into your favorite armchair after a busy morning, feeling a little tired, and then found that hours seem to just melt away? Or perhaps you've noticed a stiffness creeping into your joints after a long stretch of reading or watching television. It is a common experience for many of us as we get older, isn't it? We crave comfort, we seek rest, and often, that means spending more time sitting. But what if that very comfort, that seemingly harmless daily habit, was quietly working against your health, your strength, and even your peace of mind? What if doctors were sounding the alarm about this widespread habit, especially for those of us over 70, explaining how it could be subtly speeding up the aging process and diminishing our vitality? The truth is, it is happening more often than we realize. In this video, we are going to gently uncover this surprising daily habit that could be holding you back, understand why it is so detrimental, and then, most importantly, explore simple, gentle ways to counteract its effects. We will look at easy adjustments that can help you build strength, improve your balance, sharpen your mind, and even sleep better. Make sure to watch all the way to the end, because there is something truly surprising we are going to reveal about reclaiming your energy and independence that might just change your perspective entirely. So, let's talk about this daily habit that doctors are increasingly concerned about, especially for seniors over 70. It is not something dramatic like skydiving or eating unhealthy food every single day. No, it is far more insidious because it seems so benign, so comfortable, so much a part of our modern lives. The habit we need to gently reconsider is prolonged, uninterrupted sitting. Think about it. How much time do you spend sitting each day? Perhaps at the breakfast table. Then moving to your favorite chair for reading or television. Maybe a drive to the store. More, sitting while eating lunch. And then back to the armchair. Without realizing it, hours can accumulate, transforming what seems like a simple act of rest into a silent challenge to our overall well-being. Doctors explain that for those over 70, where our bodies naturally become a little less resilient, extended periods of inactivity can have a surprisingly profound and negative impact on almost every system in our body. One of the most significant concerns is something called muscle atrophy, or sarcopenia. This is a fancy way of saying our muscles start to waste away and lose strength. When we sit for long periods, our muscles, especially those in our legs, hips, and core, are not engaged. They do not get the signals to stay strong and active over time. This leads to a noticeable decline in strength, making everyday tasks like getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or even just walking across a room feel much harder. It is like our muscles forget how to do their job, and once muscle mass is lost, it is much more challenging to regain. This weakening of our muscles directly impacts our balance, making us more susceptible to falls, which can have devastating consequences for seniors. Beyond muscle loss, prolonged sitting also affects our bones. Our bones need gentle stress and movement to stay strong and dense. When we are sitting, that weight-bearing activity is minimal, which can contribute to the thinning of our bones, known as osteoporosis, making them more fragile and prone to fractures. It is a vicious cycle. Weaker muscles lead to less movement, which leads to weaker bones. But the impact of this seemingly harmless habit does not stop there. Doctors also highlight its effects on our metabolic health. When we are sitting, our body's metabolism slows down. This means our bodies become less efficient at processing sugars and fats, leading to increased blood sugar levels and a higher risk of developing conditions like type 2 diabetes. Our circulation also suffers. Blood flow becomes sluggish, which can contribute to swelling in the legs and ankles, and even increase the risk of blood clots. Our cardiovascular system, our heart and blood vessels, thrive on movement. When we are sedentary, our heart does not have to work as hard, and over time, this can actually weaken it, increasing the risk of heart disease. It is a bit counterintuitive, isn't it? We sit to rest our hearts, but in moderation. Rest is good. In excess, it can be detrimental. And let's not forget about our joints. Our hips, knees, and spine are designed for movement. They have natural lubrication that is stimulated by motion. When we sit for extended periods, this lubrication decreases, leading to stiffness, discomfort, and even accelerating the wear and tear on our cartilage, contributing to conditions like osteoarthritis. You might feel it yourself, that creaking and stiffness when you finally stand up after a long time sitting. It is your body telling you it needs to move. Even our minds are not immune. Studies suggest that prolonged sitting can lead to reduced blood flow to the brain, potentially affecting our cognitive function, making us feel more mentally sluggish and less sharp. It can even impact our mood and contribute to feelings of anxiety or depression. The good news is, counteracting this habit does not mean you need to start running marathons or spending hours in a gym. It is about simple, gentle shifts in your daily routine. The most impactful advice from doctors is to break up your sitting time. Aim to stand up and move around for at least a few minutes every 30 to 60 minutes. Even just standing, marching in place gently, or doing a few arm circles can make a world of difference. Think about incorporating movement into your daily tasks. Can you stand while talking on the phone? Walk to the mailbox instead of driving stand-up during television commercials. These small, consistent movements are what truly add up, gently signaling to your muscles, bones, and circulatory system that they are still needed, still active, and still vital. It is about embracing the power of gentle, consistent movement to slowly but surely turn the tide against the effects of prolonged sitting. Now that we have understood the silent dangers of too much sitting and how it can subtly diminish our vitality, let's talk about how we can gently but effectively turn the tide and truly support our bodies and minds. It is not about strenuous workouts or difficult exercises, but rather about weaving simple, mindful movements and nourishing habits into the fabric of your daily life. One of the most powerful counter habits to prolonged sitting is incorporating gentle, consistent movement throughout your day. And when we say movement, we are not talking about Olympic training. We are talking about activities that feel natural and enjoyable. The most accessible and beneficial form of movement for many seniors is simply walking. Even short, frequent walks can work wonders. A 10-minute stroll around the block, a walk to the end of the driveway and back, or even just pacing gently around your living room. These small walks improve your cardiovascular health, strengthen your leg muscles, enhance your balance, and boost your mood. They increase blood flow, not just to your muscles, but also to your brain, which helps with clarity and focus. Think about walking as a gentle reset button for your body and mind. Another wonderful way to counteract sitting is through chair exercises and gentle stretching. You do not even have to get out of your chair to start moving your body in beneficial ways. Simple leg lifts while seated, gentle arm raises, shoulder rolls, or even seated core twists can engage muscles that might otherwise remain dormant. Gentle stretching, focusing on areas like your neck, shoulders, and hamstrings, can improve flexibility, reduce stiffness, and increase your range of motion, making everyday tasks easier and more comfortable. These movements are about lubricating your joints and reminding your muscles how to lengthen and relax. Beyond movement, two other habits work synergistically to counteract the effects of a sedentary lifestyle, prioritizing protein and staying well hydrated. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at building and maintaining muscle, making protein intake even more crucial. Think of protein as the building blocks for your muscles. Without enough, your body struggles to repair and maintain the muscle mass you have, especially after the natural muscle loss that occurs from inactivity. Aim to include a source of lean protein with each meal. This could be things like eggs, Greek yogurt, chicken, fish, beans, lentils, or even a handful of nuts. Even small increases in your protein intake can make a big difference in supporting your muscle health and helping you feel stronger and more energetic. And then there is hydration, which is often overlooked but profoundly impactful. Many seniors do not drink enough water, often because they do not feel as thirsty, or perhaps to avoid frequent trips to the bathroom. However, adequate hydration is essential for virtually every bodily function. It helps transport nutrients, regulate body temperature, lubricate your joints, and keep your digestion regular. When you are well hydrated, Your energy levels are better, your mind feels clearer, and your body can function more optimally. A simple way to remember to drink enough water is to keep a glass or bottle of water nearby throughout the day, taking small sips regularly. Maybe have a glass first thing in the morning, another with each meal, and perhaps an herbal tea in the afternoon. Staying hydrated directly supports your overall vitality and helps your muscles and joints recover from the effects of prolonged sitting. Finally, let's consider the habit of mindful engagement and balance exercises. Keeping your mind active is just as important as keeping your body active. Engaging in activities like reading, solving puzzles, learning a new skill, or even meaningful conversations with loved ones helps keep your brain sharp and agile. And since prolonged sitting can weaken core and leg muscles, directly impacting balance, incorporating simple balance exercises into your routine is vital. This could be as simple as standing on one leg while holding on to a counter for support, or practicing heel-to-toe walking in a hallway. These exercises, done gently and safely, can significantly reduce your risk of falls and give you greater confidence in your mobility. By combining gentle movement, thoughtful nutrition, and engaging your mind, you are not just avoiding a negative habit, you are actively building a stronger, healthier, and more vibrant you. We have journeyed together through the often unseen impacts of a common daily habit: prolonged, uninterrupted sitting. We have explored how this seemingly benign comfort can subtly erode our muscle strength, weaken our bones, slow our metabolism, and even dim our mental clarity. We have seen how doctors are urging us, especially those over 70, to be mindful of this habit, explaining its potential to accelerate the aging process and diminish our quality of life. But more importantly, we have discovered that the solution is not daunting. It is truly empowering. We have talked about the simple yet profound power of breaking up your sitting time, aiming for just a few minutes of gentle movement every hour. We have embraced the benefits of consistent, gentle activity. Whether it is a short walk, some easy chair exercises, or simple stretches that lubricate your joints and remind your muscles they are still vibrant. We have also emphasized the crucial roles of nourishing your body with sufficient protein to maintain muscle, and staying wonderfully hydrated for overall vitality, clear thinking, and joint health. And let's not forget the importance of keeping our minds engaged and practicing balance exercises, which build confidence and reduce the risk of falls. Now, for that surprise we promised at the beginning of our time together, the truly surprising truth about avoiding this daily habit and embracing these gentle changes isn't just about avoiding negative health outcomes. It's about unlocking a profound sense of renewed purpose and joy, a clearer mind, and even deeper, more restful sleep. The biggest surprise is how much more alive, more connected, and more capable you can feel with these simple shifts. The true impact of prolonged sitting is not just physical, it is spiritual. It dampens our very spirit, our desire to engage with the world, and our ability to experience life fully. But the good news, the wonderful surprise, is how easily and joyfully we can get that spirit back. It is about realizing that while this habit might subtly steal your physical strength, it also quietly dims your inner light. But by making these small, consistent choices, you are not just getting your body back, you are truly getting your life back. Think of dear Mr. Johnson, who just started standing during commercials, then added a short walk to the mailbox. He found not only that his knees felt better, but his mind became sharper, and he felt a renewed interest in old hobbies. These are not just physical benefits, they are life benefits. It is not about becoming a different person overnight, but about becoming more of the wonderful person you already are, with renewed energy and zest. Remember, every small change you make is a victory. Focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate those moments when you stand up and stretch, when you choose a healthy snack, or when you take that short walk. Your journey towards a more vibrant and independent life is a series of small, loving choices you make for yourself every single day. Your health and happiness are truly within your grasp, and these gentle adjustments can make all the difference. We would love to hear from you. What's one small change you are ready to make today to break free from prolonged sitting? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story might just be the inspiration someone else needs to start their own journey. If this video resonated with you, if it gave you something valuable to think about, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people who need this message of hope and practical advice. And do consider subscribing to our channel for more helpful and heartfelt content designed to support you in living your best life at every age. Keep moving, keep exploring, keep living with purpose and joy. Live your best life at every age.